Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is Oliver Wiedmaier at Ollie_ all caps on Twitter. Today, I'm going to be doing a market review for June 27th through July 1st. And like I always do with these reviews, I like to look at the broad market from the inside out and focus on price and volume. So by doing that, we'll head over to TradingView and look at the number of stocks trading under the 200-day moving average. Okay, so you can see here that currently 19% of stocks are trading above their 200-day moving average, which means that 80% of stocks are below the 200-day moving average. And we know historically that when stocks trade under the 200-day moving average versus their above the 200-day moving average, they are more likely to keep falling. And so this is one of the very fundamentals of technical analysis that we like to look at when deciding whether we want to buy a stock or not buy a stock. So it is very slim pickings trying to find stocks that are above the 200-day. And that is a common theme that you'll see as we go deeper into the market review and I start sharing some ideas that I am interested in buying for the upcoming week. You'll see it's very hard to find strong stocks above the 200-day moving average. And now we have the number of stocks trading above their 50-day moving average, and it is only 32%. So again, not a lot of strength. The overall market is still in a downtrend, and we need to get through the 50-day and then get through the 200-day moving average on the broad market for us to really start pushing it and trying to make some money. Here we have the SPY. And so we did take out this support on June 21st, and then we quickly gapped up, and then we made a little bit of a tightening here. And then on June 24th, we took out the declining 21-day moving average on higher volume. We did have a follow-through day, which we know that every bull run starts with a follow-through day, but not every follow-through day signals a bull run. So we have to keep in mind this is our 5th follow-through day in this bear market. And we know historically every bear market has 6 follow-through days. So statistically, this follow-through day could fail, but again, we won't know that until after. Okay, so we know that we are still trading under the 50-day moving average. So one potential scenario for the upcoming weeks is that we continue moving up and then reject the 50-day. Now, the ideal situation in that scenario would be we reject the 50-day moving average and then we trade sideways in between the declining 50, and then at that point we would have a 21-day moving average turning up, and then we would trade sideways for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, and then we make our way to the 200-day moving average. It would be very constructive to see price moving sideways. Here we would be making a higher low and then have time for individual stocks to catch up and the institutions to start buying, which would then lift the SPY. Now we'll take a look at the Qs. Here we have the QQQ, and similar to the SPY, it did close above the declining 21-day moving average. And again, it bounced right off the support here on June 15th. And we do have a lot of overhead supply to work through. Don't know which scenario is going to play out, but again, it could go to the 50-day moving average and then reject. And if that's the case, the ideal scenario would be that it's supported up against the 21. And if that does not happen and it breaks the 21-day moving average and takes out the low of June 27th, then the likelihood of it doing a more severe crash is likely. There is a lot of speculation that we haven't gotten enough fear in the market, which we can see when we look at the VIX. And here we have the VIX. The VIX measures the volatility in the S&P 500. On Friday, we did close around 27, and which is a good sign. That means that there is some tightening and that we're not having such high volatility throughout the day. But there is some speculation that we need to hit 40 in order to really increase the fear and to shake out all the weak hands, where we can start fresh and the institutions can start deploying money. So don't know, can't predict the future, but as long as it is staying under 30, I think we are doing something positive, and it is a likelihood that the bear market will be over soon. Now looking at the ARK, this is ARKK, and this is Kathy Wood's Innovation ETF. And we can see a lot of money started coming in off the higher low here of 35.86, and it did close above the declining 50-day. Now, in an ideal situation is that it trades sideways here, and then we'll start to see some of the former growth leaders have some institutional accumulation, which would drive this ETF much higher. And so this is definitely something where I want to get involved in. I do want to support innovation, and I think that this ETF is a good liquid ETF where we can make a good return on it. Next, we'll take a look at the biotech ETF. This is XBI. It's the spider ETF for biotech, and you can see that there was a crap ton of accumulation here coming off the low, and we closed well above the declining 50-day, and you can see that the 50-day is actually starting to turn up a bit. Again, we still are above the declining 200-day, but whenever you do your scanners, you'll see that there are tons of biotech names getting a lot of institutional accumulation. And I did just post a video about this particular ETF. I'll put a little thing up right here if you want to watch that. I would appreciate that. But right now, it is looking like biotech is the next emerging sector. However, we are seeing some accumulation in leisure, in beverage, and some defense. And so what we'll do now is I'll switch over and show you my watch list and show you the setups I'm looking at right now. And then if there's any names that you find interesting, you would want to put them on your watch list, and then of course trade them with your own risk in mind. Okay, so I will quickly go through just a few names on my wider watch list. Most of these names are not ready to be traded just yet. They are within 1 to, I'd say, 3 weeks of getting a proper setup. But I have a long list of biotechs because I don't know which biotech is going to be the next leader, but leaders is how you make a lot of money. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep track of multiple biotech names, and when we find out which one is the leader, we're going to buy all of it. And so this is going to be just a watch list of different things like biotech, leisure, and discount stores, and also some solar. So we'll just do some a quick couple of names here to see what I am looking at. So here we have ABCL. We can see that it's coming out of this nice long bottoming base, but it's above below the 200-day. Very similar to a lot of these names. Nice gap up here on BGNE. CRSP still below the 200. Let's see here. GBT above the 200-day, but very loose. So we can see that in a lot of these biotech names. RCKT. This might be on my focus list. It is. So this is more closer to a buy point than some of the other ones. PDD. This is near my buy point, so I do have this on my focus list. But you'll see, like, for instance, Monster showing some clear leadership here. So it's not anywhere near a buy point now, but it's showing some leadership. So we do want to have it on our watch list. Same thing with, I think, Go, for example, discount retailer, clear leader here. So we are just waiting for a proper setup. Dollar Tree, getting close to a setup, not showing signs of leadership, but definitely there's some leaders within the group. So if this turns out to be a leader, then we will have it on a watch list. and then we will be able to buy it at a good tight spot. I do like PLAB, showing some real leadership here, a lot of accumulation here. And then we have some solar SEDG, looks good. Not right now, but it is definitely in the right theme. It's above the 200-day moving average is what we want to see. What is another solar? End phase is a good solar name. Again, we want to get it a little bit higher and a little bit tighter. So let's move over to the focus list. So this is names that are closer to buy points. The ARK, I think I will be interested in if it can hold this 50-day. I'm interested. ABCL gets through the 200. I'm interested. CAL, I'm ready to buy this bad boy. If it can break this long base. CCL, not ready to buy it just yet, but if it continues to make a move up, I'll be interested. CTKB, buy point here, 1139. CYTK, buy point 4815. Forg, buy point 2345. JKS, 6880, call it 6885. KRO, I love this name right now, 1878. It's a great buy spot. PLAB, 2050. PDD, somewhere over here, 6740. RELL, takes out this high, 1624. RCKT, somewhere over here, 1435. STNG, I tried trading this and it shook me out, but I'm still interested. Over 3807, call it 3810 as a buy point. SGEN, this should be off the, I'm not interested in this, but I will keep it on the watch list. And then VIR, I like it over this high. We can run it tight. I'll take it high of 2650, so we'll call it 26, somewhere over here, 26 90 80 85 or so, something like that. And so that's it. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments or on my Twitter. I did start a new Discord. It's called Voyage Trading Group. The link is down in the description. We have 2 rooms. We have an open room for everyone to ask questions and chat, and we share ideas. And then we have a locked room for viewing only, and only me and a select few profitable traders have permission to post, and we post basically live trading when we're buying, what we're buying and what we're selling right when we do it. So that is something that I think can help a lot of beginners. So please, appreciate you guys for supporting me. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you.